Hello dear children, welcome back to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School channel. I am Anita teacher. I am going to teach you social science of grade 7. So we were learning the lesson number 6, that is natural vegetation and wildlife. We will continue with the same lesson. So I am going to start with grasslands now. Okay. So you remove your textbook, open your textbook of geography, take pencil in your hand, mark the hard words and read the lesson properly. Shall we read the lesson? Okay. So grasslands. Now tropical grasslands. These occur, tropical grasslands. These occur on either side of the equator and extend till the tropics. This vegetation grows in the areas of moderate to low amount of rainfall. The grass can grow very tall, about 3 to 4 meters in height. Savanna grasslands of Africa are of this type. Elephants, zebras, giraffes, deer, leopards are common in tropical grasslands. Where these grasslands occur? They are in either side of the equator and extend till the tropics. You know where are the tropics. This vegetation grows in the areas where there is low amount of rainfall or moderate. There is not plentiful rainfall. It is very low or little bit moderate, not much rain. The grass can grow very tall here, about 3 to 4 meters of height. Savanna grasslands of Africa are of this type. So here you could see the grass. Elephants, zebras, giraffes are, and deer, leopards are the common tropical grasslands. Here you could see the grassland. Now next type of grassland is temperate grasslands. These are found in the mid latitudinal zones and in the interior part of the continents. You know very well what are continents, what are latitudes and longitudes. So mid latitudinal zones and in the interior part of the continents, these temperate grasslands are found. Usually grass here is short and nutritious as compared to which grassland? The earlier we tropical grassland, there the grass is tall, but here the grass is short and it is nutritious. Wild buffaloes, bisons, antelopes are common in the temperate region. Which type of animals are found here? Wild buffaloes, bisons, antelopes are common in the temperate region. Now next is thorny bushes. It comes under shrubs. These are found in the dry desert like regions. Tropical deserts are located on the western margins of the continents. These are found where? In dry deserts, like regions where tropical deserts are located on the western margins of the continents where the climate is dry. The vegetation cover here is scarce here because of scanty rain and scorching heat. Here the vegetation is very scarce. Scarcity means very less. Why? The reason is that the rainfall is very less. Scanty means less rainfall and the heat is very scorching, very hot the climate is. Identify the desert regions in the world map. You can identify the desert regions. Can you name the great desert of India? Yes, do you know? Yes, you note down and keep. Next time I am going to ask you. You can name the great desert of India. Very popular it is, very common, everyone must know this. Name some of the common animals of the desert which you have learnt earlier. So, two types of questions are there here. Name the great desert of India and also the desert which you have learnt earlier. If you reach the polar region, you will find the place extremely cold. The growth of natural vegetation is very limited here. Only mosses, lichens and very small shrubs are found here. So, it grows during the very short summer. This is called tundra type of vegetation. So, if you reach to the polar regions, you will find the place extremely cold. The growth of natural vegetation is very limited, because of very hot also the vegetation is less, and because of very cold also the vegetation is less. The growth of natural vegetation is limited here, not much. Only mosses, lichens and very small shrubs, these are the names of shrubs, are found here. It grows during the very short summer. This is called what? Tundra region. You are going to learn in detail all these regions in next chapters. Okay. This vegetation is found in the polar areas of Europe, Asia, North America. The animals have thick fur. What is the reason, children, of having thick fur and thick skin? To protect, because the climate is very cold. So, they have thick fur and thick skin to protect themselves from the cold climatic conditions. Already we have learnt these things in lower classes. Seal, walruses, musk oxen, Arctic owl, polar bear and snow foxes are some of the animals found here. So, which animals are found here? Seal, walruses, musk oxen, Arctic owl, polar bear, snow foxes are some of the animals. Okay. You could see the picture 6.16. These are the animals found in this cold region. Okay. See, walrus, polar bear, seal. Now, Salima's father showed her some photographs of thick forests. In some of the photographs, Salima observed that people were cutting trees and clearing the forests. Her father explained that the local people wanted their land for agriculture and settlements. So, they cleared up the forests. So, what Salima's father is showing now? He showed her some photographs of thick forests. In some of the photographs, Salima observed that people were cutting trees and clearing the forest. What is the reason for cutting trees? The reason is that they want to clear the forest and they want to do the agriculture, means cultivation of crops, so that they can live. They want to grow the food grains. Here father explained that the local people wanted their land for agriculture and they want to settle there. So, they cleared up the forests. Salima started wondering, if all the forests are clear, then where will the wildlife go? Very good question. It struck in her mind. If people go on clearing the forests, now where the wildlife will go? Already much of the animals have become very extinct. Extinct means they have disappeared. Why? Because there was no place for them to live. In this way, if people go on clearing the forests, then where the wildlife will go? Will the forest take its original shape again? If people go on cutting the trees like this, will there be enough oxygen, water vapor, timber, fruits, nuts available in future? So, this is also one more very good point strike to Salima. If the forests are cleared, there would be no oxygen, proper oxygen, no water vapor, which is oxygen which is very important for living beings. So there will be no oxygen. You know the process of oxygen and carbon dioxide. If trees are there, how we will get the carbon dioxide is taken by the trees and they give the pure oxygen, which is very necessary for human beings. Okay, and where the timber like wood, and we need wood also for many of the purposes. Fruits, nuts available in future, are they will be available or everything will get disappeared? Do you agree with Salima? Hold a discussion with your friends about the depletion of our diversified flora and fauna. Suggest some measures to conserve them. What is flora and fauna? That is nothing but natural vegetation. Flora is all about plants, trees, and fauna is about wildlife, animals. So, you discuss with your friends how this is, what diversified flora and fauna. If this thing will happen continuously, the wildlife as well as the many other things like oxygen, water vapor, whatever required for the living beings will get disappeared. So, I hope you understood the lesson. I would like to suggest you children, just go through the lesson, read the lesson properly with correct pronunciation, underline the hard words, and if you don't understand any of the point, when we are conducting Google Meets, you can ask the doubts. We are ready to clear your doubts. But until and unless if you don't read the lesson, you will not understand once again. Only once teacher is taught, that you listened, you heard and left it, it doesn't make any sense. You have to go through the lesson thoroughly once again, so that you can solve these questions very fast. Shall we solve the questions now? Exercise part. Now the question number 1, answer the following, that will be given, the notes will be sent to you. Now question number 2 is tick the correct answer. I will tell you the answers, even you too try to find the answers. Mosses and lichens are found in. So shall I wait for some seconds so that you can find the answer? Come on. A, desertic vegetation. B, tropical evergreen forest. Third one is C1, tundra region. I hope you have found the answer, that is C1, tundra vegetation. Okay. Now next is second one, thorny bushes are found in. Again I will wait for some seconds, try to find the answer. Hot and humid tropical climate, hot and dry desertic climate, and cold polar climate. Where are the thorny bushes are found, children? Yes, very easy answer, hot and dry desertic climate. Okay. Now next, third one. In tropical evergreen forests, one of the common animals is, come on, try to find the answer. In tropical evergreen forests, which is the common animal? Monkey, giraffe or camel? So the answer is monkey. Now one important variety of coniferous forests is rosewood, pine and teak. Yes, which is the correct answer? Rosewood, pine and teak, coniferous forests. So second one, that is B1, pine. Now steppe grasslands is found in South Africa, Australia and Central Asia. Now this paragraph we have not read, it is given, do you know? Grasslands are known by different names in different regions. Shall I read this once again so that you could answer? Yeah, this is the topic here. You could see grasslands are known by different names in different regions. Tropical grasslands, East Africa, savanna, Brazil, Campos, Venezuela, Llanos, temperate grasslands, Argentina, Pampas, North America, prairie, South Africa, wild, and Central Asia, steppe, Australia, down. These are very important in your future further lessons also. These are studied in detail. So you must know this. Where are these temperate grasslands? These are Argentina, Pampas, North America, prairies, South Africa, wild, Central Asia, steppe, Australia, down. So related to that, the question is asked here now again. Steppe grassland is found in Central Asia. Done. Now next question we will go for match the pairs. So here A and B, walrus, cedar, olives, elephants, campus and downs. Try to find children. I will give 1-2 seconds, just not 1-2 seconds also, some time I will give, just try to answer these questions. Yes, where is walrus found? You could see B section, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It is a polar animal. Walrus is a polar animal. Now next one, cedar. What is cedar? It is a type of wood. Which type of wood? It is a soft wood tree. Next is olives. Olives are which type of fruits? Yes, it is a citrus fruit. Okay. Now elephants. Yes, elephants are an animal of tropical deciduous forests. Where are the elephants found? They are found in tropical deciduous forests. Campus. Yes, tropical grassland of Brazil. Now downs, it is a temperate grassland in Australia. Okay, we have solved. Tick the correct answer, match the following. Now give reasons are there. These answers you try to find by yourself. If not possible, notes are sent to you. So now here some activity is given, children. Very interesting. You must try to do the activities. Collect pictures and photographs of forests and grasslands of different parts of world. Write one sentence below each picture. So you try to find the photographs of forests and grasslands of different parts of world and write one sentence below that picture. And one more is given, make a collage of rainforests, grasslands and coniferous trees. What is collage? You will collect the pictures and stick it, that is called collage. So make a collage of rainforest, grassland and coniferous forests. Now here one more puzzle activity is given. In the crossword table given below, some words are hidden. They are all about vegetation and wildlife and are to be found horizontally and vertically. To have been worked out for you, work in pairs with a friend. This activity should be done by you. These are vertical, this is horizontal rows. So here one is done for you, bear, B-E-A-R, bear. So you should find in this way the tree, neem tree. So it is been done for you so that you will understand properly and do by yourself. Okay children, some of the boxes which are given to the side that we haven't read, again we will go back to our lessons and see what things are given. Here I have read this, taiga means pure or untouched in the Russian language. Now let's do. Look around in your surroundings and find out the articles made of hardwood and softwood. Examples I gave: furniture of hardwood and softwood like matchstick, very simple example. Okay. And paper, naturally you have books with you, paper is made of softwood, that is pulp. Find out and learn the names of few trees of your locality. Very simple activity. Naturally there are trees surrounding your house, so you try to find big trees, small plants also. Note down all those points. Okay. Do you know this? Mediterranean trees adapt themselves to dry summers with the help of their thick barks and wax coated leaves, which help them reduce transpiration. Mediterranean regions are known as orchards for the world for their food cultivation. Where fruits are grown, what the place is called? Orchards. Okay. Then we have seen the birds and everything. Okay. Just I am reading the boxes beside which are given. Where in India do tropical evergreen and tropical deciduous forests occur? Name the states. This is one more activity which you should do. Which type of forest dominates most part of India? So, which part it has most part, which type of forest dominates most part of India, means which type of forest located in most part of India. And here one more box it is given. Anaconda, one of the world's largest snakes, is found in the tropical rainforest. You must know that where anacondas are found. You know about this snake. It can kill and eat a large animal such as crocodile also. So, you just imagine such a big large snake it is. It can eat even crocodile. Now, do you know that tropical evergreen forest in Brazil is so enormous that it is like the lungs of the earth? Can you tell why? This is one more question you should answer. If you could not find the answers, we are there to help you. We can give the answers, but some activities must be done by you. So that if you could answer all these questions, then it is very clear that you have understood the lesson very properly. Now here, like Salima, when you go to visit any new place, notice the type of natural vegetation occurring there and try to think of factors responsible for the growth of such vegetation in that habitat. Like Salima, as she went for the hill stations, even when you visit any of the place, not only hill station, when you travel any other place, when you go for picnics, you should just notice the vegetation occurring there and try to think of factors responsible why such type of vegetation is present in that place. Note down if any human interference has taken place in that area in terms of deforestation, grazing, cultivation, cash crops, constructional activities. If there is the vegetation, if you find the trees are cut down in that locality, then you try to find human interference, means why human beings have cut those trees, deforestation, cutting the trees, and for what purpose? Grazing, they leave the animals for grazing, or cultivation of crops, even they clear the trees for cultivation, and even they take the wood for constructional activities also. So, you try to find all these reasons. Now, you can tell why Salima saw changes in the natural vegetation as she climbed higher and higher. What types of vegetations did she see in the Himalayas, starting with the foothills and going to the higher altitudes? As she was climbing higher and higher, what type of vegetations, why she saw, why these changes are there, what types of vegetations did she see in Himalayas, starting with the foothills going to the higher, when from where she has started, and after climbing also what changes she could see, then only we will understand this very properly. So, in this way we have completed our lesson number 6, natural vegetation and wildlife. Okay dear children, I hope you have understood this lesson very properly. Read the lesson, underline the difficult words and do the activities as much as possible. So, I have solved some of the questions like exercise questions, tick the correct answer as well as match the pairs, and question answers and give reasons will be given to you. The notes will be given to you. So, till then take care, goodbye. So, in the next session I may take history lesson. So, thank you, goodbye.